This video will explain how marketing your local construction company to generate leads that actually regularly convert to sales is much easier than you might expect if you do certain things correctly. Now, I'll explain what those things are. I'm going to take you through the order in which you need to do these things. And if you do these things, then I guarantee you will see not just more leads, but better leads that regularly convert. Shameless plug. My company, Lilac James, we've been doing digital marketing with local construction companies since 2008. Now, we also work with a few nationals, but if you're wanting advice around how to market a national construction company, you'll need to follow different advice to this. This is for local companies. Local construction company marketing is actually quite easy because your competitors are generally terrible at it and you just need to do a little bit better than them. So the first thing that you're going to need is a good website. Now, you'd be surprised by the amount of construction companies with either no website or just a shockingly poor one that they designed themselves. Now, every single person who even considers doing business with you will visit your website. So it has to be effective. Now, rather than tell you what makes an effective construction website, I'm going to show you one of our clients that they actually designed themselves but did it very well. So this is a client of ours called Ashcraft, and they do horse stables and field shelters. They build these things themselves. And you don't need to copy what's going on their website, but the principles that are adopted in this website is why it converts really, really well. So first of all, it is super clear exactly what it is they do. So they've got this main title and then they've got this subtitle here. Importantly, what they want people to do, they've got one call to action on their website, which is to request a quote. And above the fold, which is everything you see before you have to do any scrolling, that is where you need that main call to action button. And you'll see it's also up there. So wherever you go on their website, this call to action button always remains the same. So that's really, really key. Secondly, have a think about how people make contact with your business, because if most people with some construction clients, but a lot of people just pick up the phone, so instead of quote, you might want a call now button. So if they're looking on mobile, they can press that button and come straight through as a call to your business. Secondly, they've got really simple navigation at the top of their website. It points everybody to their one social media channel, which is Facebook. Then they've got an about button, which takes them through, the history of the company, some of their finished work, and that's a really important point, because what I see particularly with home extension builders is they put a lot of the middle bit, that when you're actually physically doing the work, where people's houses are smashed up and there's brick dust everywhere and scaffolding all over the place, that is the bit people don't want. People don't want to envisage. You're highlighting the pain point. Highlight the finished outcome that people want. People want to be reassured about the good work that you and your company do. They don't want to see the in the middle process. If you do want to publicize that in the middle process, because maybe people do engage with that side of things, do it in case studies. Write case studies, show the before, show the during, and show the after. If you're just putting things on your website and you want to show the before and the after, that's perfect. But that middle bit is the pain point. You don't want to be highlighting the fact that their house is going to look like crap for about 3 months while you do your transformative work. So, back to the homepage, because there's some more important things that we need to take people through. They're obviously highlighting their USP, which is their third generation, their family-owned company, extensive expertise, etc., which is all written here. And then they've got some nice pictures of the finished work that they're doing. But what I want to bring your attention to is this. Here is what our customers have to say. This can be a simple plugin where you drag your Google reviews straight from your Google Business Profile, or you can put this on manually. But it is super important that you have customer reviews on there, because people want to be reassured by your existing customers that you're going to do a good job, and reviews is the way that you're going to do that. They're going to check your reviews at some point. And you can see here, this is a free Google review widget, and people can just scroll through and they can see the many positive 5-star reviews that Ashcraft are working with. And again, at the bottom, they lead them into the quote. Up the top here, they've just got their various services. That might be different for you. If you're indifferent, you might be doing driveways, you might be doing landscape gardening, you might be doing home extensions, you might be, a whole range of things construction covers, but it's important to keep that simple into your main service areas so they can easily and quickly navigate to where they want to go, depending on what they want. We have a client that does a whole range of different things, from doors to windows to extensions to porches. And what they said is, actually, we're not that interested in porches anymore because the profitability of doing that kind of work isn't really there, and we're not really converting people for that sort of work. So we just removed it and simplified the navigation. So just follow the simple design and an effective website like that, and I guarantee you'll start to increase your conversion rate, because prospective customers will hit your website without a shadow of a doubt. So if you've got a home-built website with thousands of words and all that during type imagery of construction sites, it's not going to land. Get this right. Secondly, you will need a Google Business Profile that is as complete as possible, with contact information, opening hours, a few pictures of the finished products, a registered business address, etc., etc. Here's an example of one on the screen now. You will need reviews, not just on your website, but also on this Google Business Profile, and perhaps also on Trustpilot and Checkatrade as well. But even if you build a great website and you have lots of reviews across platform, you still need people to find you. So let's talk about SEO. SEO, this stands for search engine optimization, and will deliver you better leads than anything else out there. And this is because when people search for wooden stable builder near me or extension quote in Cambridge, etc., they're very much in the market looking to buy those things. Now, if you're on page one, you can win the click and then the business, but if you're not, you won't, and it's as simple as that. The higher up page one that you are, the more clicks that you are going to win, but you have to be on page one as your first objective. Now, I'm not going to explain exactly how to optimize your website, but I do cover that on this channel, so like and subscribe, shameless plug, and go find those videos. Because what I would say is, to use a professional like us, as a local business, you're likely looking at probably around £3,000, depending on the company you go with. And given that you likely earn more profit than that per sale, it's something that will pay off in the long term. Next up, you have Google advertising. And where you can't get on page one organically via SEO, certainly not quickly, you can immediately via advertising. But you'll end up paying each time a person clicks on your ads. So we suggest with Google Ads that you drive people to specific landing pages that are highly specific to the search term that they have entered. Now, if they click on bathroom related keywords, they want to go to a bathroom specific landing page. If they click on extension keywords, they have to go to an extension specific landing page. Pretty obvious, I know, but many construction companies really screw this up. Now, something that we have found is that going straight for the sale with ads isn't the most effective way of acquiring leads. So ask yourself, when people first get in touch, what do they want from you? Now, with bathrooms, it's design inspiration and a general cost, but with extensions, they generally want a ballpark figure quote right at the start. Now, here's what we did with Prestige Building and Brickwork. So this is a landing page that we built for our extension builder client. And importantly, what all the ads are saying is about getting your quick quote. Because when we spoke to this client, he said, actually, when people ring, most of the time, what they want straight away is they just want a ballpark figure. So they might already have plans, they might not have plans, but they want an idea of roughly how much it's going to cost to execute their vision for their extension. And he also said these people are often in a split between whether they move or whether they extend. So we've built all of that knowledge of the customer journey into the landing page, and this is what we've done. So first of all, the hero image in the background, you can see here that it's like a design concept that's like brought to reality. This is just a stock image that we found that worked really, really well. And we've put here, why spend £150,000 plus moving when you can extend? Get your quick extension quote. Takes just 2 minutes to answer a few questions and will provide you with an approximate quote within 48 hours, helping you take the first step towards planning your dream extension. Really, really simple, really to the point, and giving them exactly what they want. Down here, we've got some more customer proof. So again, this is one of the projects that they've worked on, and we have this customer proof, the testimonials that we've spoken about. And we also down here give people the opportunity just to go straight through and speak to a builder. When people click on get a quick quote, first of all, we capture their information, their details, because you want somebody to speak to. So you see there that we also had the postcode because he wants to know actually are these people in his area or are they not, because he wants to know actually whether he should call people or not, because with Google Ads sometimes what you will get is if people are in your target area, because you can localize these search terms. Prestige, Build and Brickwork, they only want leads in the Cambridge area, but it's a commuter city. So if you've commuted from London to Cambridge for a meeting that day or to go to the Christmas markets, then the chances are you're going to be served his ads and you might click. So if they use a London postcode, he just doesn't call them. We then take them into a questionnaire. The first question, do you have architectural plans? It's a really important question because if they do, he knows that lead is far more engaged. So he knows that that individual is someone that he should call personally to try and sell the product. If they don't, then he gets his team to call them if he doesn't have time to do it himself. So let's say I go yes, and it takes you in, tell us about your home. Let's say it's a detached house, it's single story. They'll require a wall demolishing. They want it rendered, they want a mono-pitched roof, 2 skylights, etc., etc. It takes them through everything. I'll just click through to the rest of the questions, and at the end, it just says thank you. We'll be in touch within 48 hours with your quick quote. If you'd like to discuss your extension with our expert team, please get in touch. And if they click this, they go through to his website, to the contact form with the phone number, etc. is prioritized. This is producing him leads that are converting for just £20 per lead. Before this, all of his lead generation was done through referral and recommendation. So think about what your prospects want really early on when they first get in touch, and seek to offer them that from one of your Google Ads. Now with SEO and Google Ads, when people are looking for what you do, you can be found. And if your website is good, your reviews, your case studies, etc. are strong, chances are you'll be capturing a lot of that local search demand that exists. It's going to go somewhere, so it should go to you. But what about everybody else? What about people who aren't necessarily looking for your service, but they're good for it? For example, everyone's got a front door, but not everyone is looking for a new one at any given moment. So with one of our clients, we ran Facebook ads that offered people the chance to design their own door. Now we targeted women in their local area that were over 25 between 8 p.m. and midnight. Now if our ads would have gone in and say, hey, we do great front doors, look at all these front doors, the ads would have flopped, so they'd have just died. But because we offered the chance for them to get excited about what a new front door could look like, then at the end of that process, offered a free quote, leads came flooding in, and they made plenty of sales off the back of that. In the same manner, social media advertising can be used to promote free quotes, design processes, brochures, and more, but if you just ask straight for the sale, say, hey, we do guttering or roofing or whatever it might be, you're not going to have the best results because you have to capture people at the exact right time. Now, obviously, there's a really brief overview of local construction company marketing, but I guarantee you, if you put all of that into place, you'll be above 98% of your local competition and in a position to really clear up, because these individuals, your other competitors, are going to have terrible websites, a lack of reviews, they're going to be using those during project pitches that for some reason we like to use in the industry, and they'll be relying heavily on referral and recommendation. They might not have the best visibility across Google to capture that pre-existing market demand, and they're certainly not going to have anything to continually nurture leads once they get in contact, such as email marketing. So I hope that helps. Drop some comments. If you have any questions about it, we'll be happy to help. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.